Okay, so Lancelot's finally here, right? So today we're going to be in the PTS server and we're going to break this video into three different phases, right? So phase one, we're going to do a deep dive into Lancelot's abilities, right? In phase two, we're going to actually discuss the initial build that I'm going to attempt using when he goes live on Tuesday, June 14th. And then phase three, we're actually going to go into Arena and see how he handles in Arena, right? So without any further ado, let's get into phase one, his ability. Okay, so let's start off by taking a look at Lancelot's attacks, right? So for his passive, Lancelot receives one stack for every god he kills or assists on a kill, right? Or one stack for every 5 minions he kills for a total of 60 stacks. And the reason these stacks are important is when he's mounted, each stack provides him increased movement speed, and when he's dismounted, each stack provides reduced basic attack damage he receives from his front. That could be very, very awesome when, going toe to toe with a hunter that does really fast basic attack damage, right? Especially when you're trying to close on them, maybe using his number one or his shield bash. So that's going to be pretty cool, man. Now his number one, it's called Piercing Thrust. Now this Piercing Thrust is almost like an Achilles type attack where he's going to be thrust with his lance, doing really good damage, and if he connects, he's going to get an additional thrust, right? So that's pretty much straightforward. Now keep in mind, if you don't connect with that initial thrust, you're not going to be able to get that second thrust. Now his number two is called Skilled Strikes, and all it is pretty much a shield bash, right? Where he does initial damage when he bashes with the shield and does a knockback. And this is a fan type attack or a small fan AoE. So he can actually hit multiple gods with this bash. So he does that initial bash that has that knockback, and then he instantly follows up with a lance sweep. Now the cool thing about this ability is that when he actually connects with that bash, it opens up a fan targeter for that second attack, that is that lance sweep, right? Now that lance sweep has two types of damage. It has initial damage, where if you catch anybody in the first part of the targeter, or that fan targeter, it's going to do regular damage, but you're going to see like a small area on the edge where the further gods that get hit with that lance sweep are actually going to take 15% more damage. So that's going to be that sweet spot, right? You're going to want to try to get that shield bash in, and then try to target it or try to maneuver where when they land, you catch it on the outer edge of that attack to give them even more damage with that lance sweep. Now his number three is a mount up, right? Where he jumps off on his horse and starts galloping off. Now when he initially jumps on his horse, right? And his ability to stay on the horse is going to depend on how much health his shield has. Now, when he initially jumps off the horse, he's going to have, depending on what level you're on, early game, you're going to have 60 health that he's going to have charged in the shield. And late game, the initial health is going to be 140. And he's going to end up getting his health charged on his shield more and more for every 4 seconds that he's on his horse, right? Now, of course, if he takes damage, the damage is going to be reduced off his shield until there's no more health on the shield, and then you're going to get knocked off your horse. But the cool thing about this attack, or this, I don't even know if it's an attack, more or less this buff, right? When he gets on it, while he's on his horse, he actually gets movement speed. So he gets 20% more movement speed, but more importantly, he is immune to CC. That's right, he's immune to CC, except for stuns. He can still be stunned. So taking this into context, say you're going against a Ymir, right? If you were on horseback and Ymir does that ground attack, I think it gives you what, frostbite, that does that slow. He should be immune to that portion. But if he blows on you and entombs you, right, then you should be able to still get frozen. So you won't get slowed by his frostbite, but you will still get, entombed if he breathes on you, right? So that's pretty much an easy way to explain that benefit of being on horseback to that. Now, his ult is his Grand Joust, right? So what happens is when you do the ult, is a straight line attack, and you're going to see flags on the right side and flags on the left side, and then you can see like a tunnel that or a lane that you're going to be going in, right? Anything within those two flags, if you don't catch it straight on, anything you catch straight on, you're going to pass through and it's going to do damage, right? And it doesn't stop at the first god. It's pass through damage. Now, for some reason, if you miss a god, you go just a little bit to the right of them or a little bit to the left of them, anything within those two flags actually gets crippled. So they still get a debuff put on them. So that's going to be pretty cool, man. And then, of course, once you pass through, it goes into your regular mounted type attack. So you can hit that, 3 that's going to turn you around 180 and actually come back and either jump in, with your root and then attack, or actually send your horse in another straight line attack that's going to pretty much cripple everybody it hits in initial to doing damage or was it slows, right? Slow everybody that's in front of you, and then in addition to doing damage. So that's gonna be pretty powerful, dude, for sure. But yeah, man, let's check out these attacks in action here, right? So here's his lance thrust. Now keep in mind, you have to connect once in order to get a second attack, right? So if you don't actually connect with that first thrust, you're not gonna get a second thrust. So let's see that again and actually not connect with, so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's pretty much like a kill. If you don't connect, you don't get a second thrust. It's pretty much that simple. Now here's his bash. Now his bash, the range of his bash is almost very similar to Ymir's breath, where you have to be very, very close to the target in order to really connect with it. You get that second bash, you see how it opened up that fan, almost like a nemesis type attack, right? It does that fan targeter, and then you see the very edge, how you had about this much, buffer on the edge, right? So anything within the big portion of the targeter fan is going to be normal damage. Anything that you catch on that very edge of the targeter is going to get an additional 15% bonus damage on it, 15% of your attack power bonus damage to it. See if we can catch this guy. So he gets a knockback, and then we caught him into that, that very end. Bonus, boom, boom. Mount up. Now for his mount up, let me find me a corner here because I can only show you while I'm mounted, right? Okay, so for his mount up, for his number 1, so as you can see, when he mounts up, is going to do kind of like a stance change, right? So his number 1 is called Shimmering Gallop, and what this does is you can it's a straight line attack, and you actually like ghost ride your freaking horse, right? So you shoot your horse forward, and the cool thing about this is it says that it actually can go through walls. And the horse actually disappears the further, it starts dissolving the further away he gets away from you. But if he actually connects with the god, it does damage, plus it actually slows for 2 seconds. So whoever you hit is going to take a 30% slow, which is freaking huge, right? And then he has number 2, which is a crashing dive. So he like jumps off his horse, and then he initiates with a half a second root followed up by damage, like an AoE damage type attack. So that's pretty good, almost like a Gilgamesh jump and land, right? So that works out pretty cool. And then his number 3 is just pretty much a 180 that he can do. So you can run like this. You hit his 3, he does a quick 180. I mean, I don't know if you can see when you turn with the horse, it actually has a longer, almost like trying to turn a 16-wheeler, right? Whereas you do that instant 3, it's instantly you get that 180 without having to turn all the way around. So that works out really good. So you can ghost ride your whip right there, followed up by a double. Try to get, and this is another thing. Watch it. Even if you miss with that shield bash, you can still connect with the lance sweep, right? So right here, I missed with the shield bash, but I still was able to get him with that lance sweep. And then here comes his number 2 off his horseback. You jump down, and boom. Now, one thing that I want you to point to right here is when he jumped off his horse, I was able to kind of target where he was landing. You can get about 1 second to actually target where you're going to land. And let me try to do it again so I can show you here. So I'm going to go like here, and I go to the left. You see how when he jumped off this horse, he started going towards the left like that. So you're going to have maybe like a split second to try to target. And you saw right there, I bashed away, but then I was able to turn really quick, 180 degrees, and actually connect with that lance. So that could work for some really cool plays too, right? Try to send these guys away and then hurry up and turn and finish this person off before you jump off your horse and get away. So there's a lot of very unique combinations you can do within each attack. I mean, the one, get there and then use it as an escape, pass through somebody, do damage, but also get away. I mean, there's so many different attacks that you can do with this god. It's very, very awesome, actually. Playing this guy and actually trying him live is a lot easier to comprehend than that frickin' reveal stream they did, right? In the reveal stream, it just made him sound so freaking complicated. I was like, dude, this guy's going to be a mess. But realistically, he's pretty simplistic, to tell you the truth. Now, there is no set combo for using this god that I've seen, because all his attacks can pretty much be used depending on what's going on. So they're really much situational, and each of them can blend together for various different combos. Whether you start with the the shield bash, go into that, and then finish off with a thrust, or start with a thrust and finish off with a shield bash, or be on your horse, ghost ride your whip, and then go into a double thrust and shield bash, what I'm saying, or jump down, shield bash, thrust. There's just so many. He's so versatile. There is no set combo that I can see, right? The only one of the combos that I can see you can probably take advantage of is coming off your ult and then doing a quick 180 and then ghost riding your horse to get that second initial damage. And let me get some mana and see and try it out. But I think it should work really well. So that way you get pretty much two horse attacks. All right. So you can actually start off with your ult, do a quick turnaround, and then use your one to ghost ride your whip, and then do your second, do your two thrusts. I mean, there's so many combos you can do this, but you know what? Let's get into his. Let's go ahead and check out what build should work for this guy, and then get into that arena, man. Okay, so here we go with Lancelot. So for today's build, we use is Jotun's Wrath, Arrow Knight, Hydras, Bloodforge, Heartseeker, and Titan's Bane. I think that this build is going to be pretty good for Lancelot, for the simple fact is, while we won't have any crit, we are going to have a almost full attack power. In fact, once we start incorporating the bracers and the red buff, I think that that's going to push us over that 400 caps, which is going to be really, really nice for this god. Additionally, we're going to have max percentage penetration and some flat pen, in addition to full cooldown reduction. I believe because Lancelot, in my eyes, is more of a special attack type god more than a basic attack god. I think that this is going to work out beautifully, and by the fact that he has all these like dash type attacks and jump in type attacks off his horse, those hydras are going to work out beautifully for him. But hey man, is this build going to work for us? I don't know, but we're about to find out. Let's get into it. So here we go with Lancelot, but you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on those notifications. We tend to put out videos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but sometimes we throw out videos throughout the week or stream throughout the week, so make sure you have those notifications turned on so you get notified if we do. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget we have over 500 videos just like this one, our YouTube video library. I put a link to that, a link to our streaming library in the description of any of our videos, and our website, GarzaGaming.com. And you're tired of playing with all these random people, man, come join us in our Discord. We have awesome people from all around the world playing a variety of different games daily in our Discord. I also put an invite to that description in any of our videos, and our website, GarzaGaming.com. And don't forget, we're now streaming live on YouTube every Tuesday or Thursday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So come join the fun, man. Okay, so here we go with a first look at Lancelot, man. And this should be pretty exciting, actually. You know what? I mean, we're playing against medium bots, so keep that in mind. We're playing against medium bots, so don't worry about the damage we do, but or how many kills we get, right? That's not the point of this. The point is to check out his various different attacks in action, right? And seeing what combos actually work well together with this god. And I tell you what, man, this god is pretty versatile from what I've seen thus far. He's definitely a lot easier to play than what it looked like in the freaking reveal. The reveal just had him looking so crazy. Uh-oh. There we go. Look at him chasing me. Boom. Now remember that with his number 2, the shield bash, you want to try to get it where you can actually connect with the very edge. But hey man, anywhere within the fan is better than nothing, right? And then that you're going to get 2 attacks. Oh, see how you knocked me out off my horse initially? You got to watch out for that, because when you first jump on your horse, you only got so much health before you get knocked off, right? In the first initial, at level 1, you only get 60 health initially, and then every 4 seconds it adds on. All right, let's try this again. Let's go and check out this. Oh, see if we can get a couple of these guys. Now, there's no timer that I can see on your horse, man. So I can sit here and ride for as long as I want. try to see. It's just that you keep moving forward, so you got to remember about that. Now you got to remember this guy is very susceptible to CC. Turn around. Now you saw how I was able to connect with him, do damage, and then get another lunge forward to get that escape, man. So like I said, this guy is so versatile, man. He's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, he feels pretty cool. Of course, we're gonna see how he fares off with real actual characters, right? I don't know how good he's gonna be against a CC type, you know, team, a chain CC type team.
Face me.
But I can tell you, having those escapes, man, is really going to make him pretty strong in arena.
From the heavens.
He's going to get away. He's going to get away. No, he's not. He thought he got away, right? He's like, aha, I got away. And then you just ghost ride him. Ghost ride the whip, man. All right, all right. Now, for this build that I'm going to be using on him, I decided not to go with crit and actually try using a higher attack damage, higher penetration type build. Because what I'm seeing thus far with this character is that he's more of a special attacks type god than he is a basic attack god. But the cool thing is, by having that Hydras in his build, he can very easily follow up his attacks with that Hydra. So you can actually use his ult to get you out of some really crazy situations, because with his ult you automatically get back on horseback. Even if you just jump down, as soon as you ult, it gets your horseback off cooldown. So that's pretty cool, dude. Let me see if I can get him. Yep, you saw I went right through those pillars. I don't think we're going to catch her, unfortunately. But we'll definitely catch her. So we can ghost ride the whip. Ah, missed her. Alright, alright. I'll wait for her. Waiting for you, boy. Now, another thing to remember about his number one, I'm going to show you here in a minute. His number one kind of works like a Xing Shang, right? Where you can do your first attack and then maybe get a couple of basic attacks in and then go again. Or like a Nemesis, when she does her charge, you can do a couple attacks and then charge again. In fact, that's probably a better example, to tell you the truth. So let's check it out. Alright. So we'll go right here. We'll do the number one. Cancel it. And then, oh, I missed it. Hold on, let me try that again, because I totally screwed that one up. Okay, so we got the one, cancel, swing, swing, and then the one again. Boom. That worked out. So yeah, you can do that. Now, another thing to keep in mind too is when we get that shield bash in, you can actually shield bash in front of you and then turn around instantly and get the attack that comes with that shield bash and attack people around you. It doesn't have to go straight. Both of them don't have to go straight in line. In fact, I'm about to test that right now. All right. So I got my shield bash here, and then I'm going to follow up with behind me. You saw how I was able to get him from the back with the slam, or the swipe, I should say. Oh my goodness. They want me bad, don't they? Ooh, that 3 can work, but you gotta be careful, man, because if they hit you, as soon as you get that 3, dude, it's gonna knock you off your freaking horse. Nice. Nice. Dude, I'm telling you, this guy's gonna be a beast in the arena. Oh, goodness. Golly, dude. Oh, golly, dude. Oh, I'm out of mana. Ah, they got me. Well, we got the minion in. Now, keep in mind, we're playing against medium bots. Don't worry about how many kills we get. I just wanted to show you guys this guy in action. As you can tell, man, he is a beast, man. I can tell you, I think he's going to be very powerful. He's going to be a pain in the butt. The only thing that I can see being his Achilles heel is going to be a high CC. Even though he's immune to CC while he's on horseback, while he's on foot, man, he's very susceptible to it. Now, again, he has the escape of his one as a lunge, but trying to use his horseback to escape is not going to work out very well. I think 50%, if not 75% of the time. I think you're going to end up getting knocked off, to tell you the truth. I mean, it can be used. His ult will work better than anything, to tell you the truth. As you see, I try to get that. See how it knocked me off? I purposely did that, and it knocked me off. Now his lunge you can use as an attack.
I will be sure to use this in the battles to come.
And then you can use his horse to get back into it. Now his passive, though, it takes a very, very long time to build up. But that's going to be something that's not going to be easy to build. So a lot of people are thinking that that's going to make him OP, and it is going to give him some benefit. But from what I'm seeing, man, unless you really concentrate on some minions, it's going to take a good minute to actually build that up. Because you can see right now, we're already more than halfway into this game, and I don't even have not even 50% of it built up. Oh, you're very glad. Uh-oh. Dude, I guess when you play against medium bots, they all focus you, boy. But this is good. This gives a realistic view of what to expect. And as you can see, man, he's going to be very susceptible to CC like any other guy because he's a melee type guy. So keep that in mind. You're still, even though he has these lunges and stuff, you're always going to be in the face of the enemy. So this build that I'm using, where it's going to give you high attack power and high penetration, you might end up having to adjust it for your skill level to maybe incorporate a little bit of defenses, maybe adding a shifting shield or that gladiator shield, or maybe incorporating the sledge, right? Those are both good items. I just wanted to try this build initially, and then later, we'll try a different build, once I adjust. But for initially, I think this is going to work out very well, actually. Oh, he got in. Alright, good deal, good deal.
Time to ride, old friend.
Nice. Alright, get me out of here. Oh, and that's what I wanted to check out. And check that out. My Blood Forge is actually combining with my shield. Let's see when it runs out, if it goes out. I got 3 seconds on my Blood Forge. 3 seconds on the Blood Forge. Yep. You see how it cut down? So that's pretty significant. I wonder if he can jump over when he jumps off his thing. Oh, no, because it's instant, I think. I don't think he'll be able to. You know what? That's something I'm going to try, too. I'm going to see if he can actually lunge through. See if he can lunge through walls. I doubt he can. I seriously doubt he can. We're going to try it. Nope, he cannot lunge through walls. I didn't think he could, but we got to try everything when we're trying these things out.
Time to ride, old friend.
That Freya, look at that Freya trying to catch me, boy. He can't catch me, I'm Lancelot. Alright, very nice, very nice. So the good thing about this horseback too is it gets you into combat a lot faster. Whoa. Wow. Boy, they came at me with some serious CC, son. They didn't like that.
At the heart of evil. Face me.
Pathetic mortal. Another soul to add to your growing collection.
Gotcha.
Impressed. There's always the
I've
remorse.
never seen someone so once. What a rampage!
Time to ride, old friend.
All right, all right.
You must find.
Nice. Boy, you saw that follow-up sweep of that lance is nasty, son. Oh, oh, oh.
Face me. Stay back.
All right, all right. All right, get on my horse so I can get in and out.
I will be sure to use this in the
Go, go,
battles
go,
to
go,
come.
go, go. I'm going up 532 on my horse. Let me see if I can go through that brace. Oh, let me get this guy first.
An impressive battle. That's 2 souls.
So if you connect with the minion, it looks like you do get that that double attack. So that's good to know.
Only one remains.
Oh crap! I got silenced.
Death has come for them.
All right, all right. So that's really good to know. So I was able to do my, my first attack, my one on that big minion, and then I was able to finish it off with that second one. I see I missed my one lunge because he yanked her.
Time to
So I was
ride,
able to get it.
friend.
Boom. Oh, I was able to shut her down with that freaking bash. That was really nice. Nice. Very nice. Let's go.
Triple kill.
Nice.
The killing spree has just begun. Enemy has been slain.
Uh-oh. What the crap's going on? Yeah, it was silence or something. Alright. Nice. Yeah, they got a lot of silencing guys, boy. They try to make this realistic, didn't they? Ah! You lucked out.
10 tickets remaining.
Alright. Head back.
Pathetic mortal.
Alright, head back, head back.
Battling for a champion.
You must find.
Oh man, but that's pretty much Lancelot, man. As you can see, even with this heavy CC we got from these bots, dude, he's pretty formidable. But you're gonna have to be very, very careful, dude, because I'm telling you, every time I was getting stunned and stuff, I really felt it. Even when I did my dash, dude, I got stunned right into my dash. So your dash is not gonna get you out of any CC. But yeah, man, that's pretty much Lancelot. What do you think about Lancelot, man? Are you excited to see him come Tuesday, man? I'm really looking forward to trying him out. I don't think he's going to be as complex as I initially thought he was going to be, so that's going to be really, really cool. But I'm telling you, just like any melee type god, you just expect to get one focus for the first 2 or 3 weeks anybody plays this god. He's going to get ridiculously focused and expect a crap ton of chain CC just dropped on top of you. Now, again, with this build that we're going to initially try to attempt to start off with is going to give you some really high attack power and some really high penetration. But you might have to adjust it to your skill level to add a little bit counter CC or a little bit more defenses on it, right? So a couple of good items that you could use obviously are going to be the the gladiator shield might work for you, or any of the shields really, or you might want to incorporate that sledge. I really like the sledge because it gives you defenses plus it gives you that added damage, right? You still get damage, you don't lose too much damage with them. But yeah, that's Sir Lancelot. Again, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm Dark Garza, your OG on the GC. See you next time.